Good morning. Good morning, children of America, or wherever else you live. Today is going to be a good day. Today, what I'm doing is filming my adventure, a sneak peek, and then I'll do a review. You could tell if you read the title, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. But today, I'm going to see the new Grinch movie, and I'm so freaking excited. If you don't know, then I'm about to tell you what I'm about to tell you. And if you do know, good for you. But I am obsessed with the Grinch. I love the Grinch. I was even the Grinch for Halloween about like a year ago. So yeah, and today I'm dressing up as the Grinch to go see this movie. It's going to be great. I'm not going to film any of the movie because, first of all, copyright reasons, and second of all, that would be spoilers, and I want you to go see it yourself and enjoy it with yourself or your friends or whoever you're going with. So, let's go on how it'll go work. I have my coffee over there. I still need to drink. It's in that Mickey Mouse cup over there. And yeah, so I'm not going to wear my full-on Grinch Halloween costume, so I'm going to wear my onesie. And then I'm going to wear, here we have, I'll be wearing this. It's like the Santa coat. Over here are my leggings, the belt, the gloves, and there's 2 hats. I might want to give one of those to my brother in case he wants to wear it. These are what these look like. I should start getting dressed because I have things to do. And I have zits on my chin. That's delicious. Hi, so we're going right now. Yeah. Alrighty, so it's the next day. And I thought I would film the review part of this video before I go to dance. Yeah, and I have to help cook dinner soon, so I thought I might just hurry up and do this. I paused my anime.
How am I supposed to start this? I don't know. I've never done a review.
I'll start off with my thoughts. My thoughts on it, I thought it was pretty good, but the best one is still by far, in my opinion, the Jim Carrey version where Jim Carrey was the Grinch. But the Illumination version is still very, very good. They stuck to the story, but they changed it up a bit, so it's not the same exact story all over again. Because if you keep recreating movies, like I'm pretty sure they've recreated Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer a couple times, Reindeer a couple times. Each one has is like the same story, but something is different. Like, cause if you kept it the same, it would be boring and nobody would want to watch that. Like, for an example, like the old cartoon had How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Those two are basically the same. One's just more in color and a little bit of different, like I guess like you could say a little more detailed. But I loved how they added different things or changed things up a bit, so it's not exactly the same. Now, I'm going to say right now, I don't know when I'm going to add spoilers, but I'm just going to put right now, spoilers, because I will be giving stuff away. I don't know when in this video I am, but on the spoilers, I'm sorry, starting here. Yeah. So I'm just going to do some comparisons with the older Grinch movies and this one. So, like I said, they all stuck to the same story. The Grinch steals Christmas because he hates it so much. But in this one, it gives like a little more depth of why the Grinch hates Christmas. And it doesn't show too much of his past like it did in the Jim Carrey version, but in this one, it did show that he was an orphan. Now, in the older cartoon movies of the Grinch, it never showed anything about his past. In the Jim Carrey version, it showed his past, but it was different from this one. In the Jim Carrey version, now spoilers if you haven't seen it, it shows where he came from. Now, who babies come from very weird places, okay? They're like Mary Poppins coming down from the sky. They're in little bitty baskets with umbrellas. That is some weird shit right there. That is some weird shit. But they come down and they get their babies and stuff like that. And these two ladies, they raised him and whatnot. He went to school. He was made fun of for who he is and what he looks like. And he was just never in the real Christmas spirit when he was younger. And then he was never accepted in anything. And Christmas always was like about like family and things like that. But like obviously the Who's didn't think that. But yeah, and he hated Christmas because of like all that kind of like his past stuff. And this newer one, it shows that he was an orphan and that he never got to have Christmas. And he would look out his window and look at other people running to their parents, having a Christmas with their family or hanging out with their friends. And he never got any of that. So he was sick of being alone and that everybody got to have all that joy that he never got to have. So that's that. And now let's go on to Cindy Lou Who. So in the trailer for this new one, it never said anything about having a Cindy Lou Who. But when you make a Grinch movie, you have to have Cindy in it because she is kind of a really big, not like big, but a pretty important part because she is the one that kind of puts a thought in the Grinch's head about Christmas, you know? Like, in this version, she totally, like, makes him, like, sit there and think, like, holy shit, this girl said something, and it, like, blew my mind. Like, he had so many realizations in this movie of, how he felt, and, like, Cindy said something like close your eyes and like it was like think of Christmas or something, and it takes all your sadness away and like makes you happy. It was something like that, and the Grinch sat there and thought for a minute about it because he was like, what? And then she said something else to him. It was that now in this movie, Cindy, she has 2 younger twin brothers. In the Grinch version, she had 2 older twin brothers. That's the difference there, but kind of the same. In the cartoon, she never had any brothers, and it never showed her parents. In the Jim Carrey version, she had 2 parents, Lou Who, I think, or Lou Who, and then her mother, I don't remember her name. And then in this one, her name is like, I don't want to say Darla. It starts with a D. Okay, it starts with a D. And that's Cindy's mom. And Cindy's mom is a single mother. And Cindy could tell that she was like showing a smile on her face when she really wasn't okay. Kind of like us depressed teenagers. So she wanted to ask Santa to help her mother and make her happy. And so she was trying to give a letter to Santa. And so her idea was to kidnap Santa so she could talk to him in person because it would take too long to get to the North Pole. So instead of the actual Santa getting kidnapped, or not really kidnapped, but trapped or whatever, she trapped the Grinch. And obviously she did not know that it was the Grinch. And she told him that, and he was so surprised because he thought that everybody wanted toys and gifts, and it was nothing about family or anything like that, you know? So he was very, very, very surprised by that. And so Cindy, she, you know, she's same hair color and things like that. I'm trying to remember what I was kind of going for because I kind of like drift off into something else. But, yeah. And then Cindy in this one, I don't want to say a daredevil, but she's kind of more of like a daredevil. The other Cindy's, the first 2 Cindy's and like the old cartoon ones, you don't really see much of her. But the one that you see the most character come out is in the Jim Carrey version. And then in this one, you also see a lot of character in Cindy as well. And Cindy is more of a, I gotta go outside, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Like, kind of like, she is more of a daredevil, I guess. I don't know how to explain her. She's not really like bad or anything, or like wouldn't do anything to hurt herself. She just does a lot more, and you know, she's very like independent. And she has a little group of friends too, and so cute. I don't remember what her best friend's name is, but he's a curly redhead, and he kind of reminds me of Wybie from Coraline, not because of his hair or anything. He just reminds me of Wybie. So like, if you see it or if you've seen it, tell me if you think he kind of reminds you of Wybie from Coraline. And if you haven't seen Coraline, I suggest you watch it. It's such a good Tim Burton movie. Yes, it's a Tim Burton movie. Anyways, so that's that. And now let's go on to the Grinch. Now, the Grinch, he is the main star. Dude, he was good, okay? Benedict Cumberbatch, I think that's his name. I know his first name is Benedict. But the actor that did the voice of the Grinch, when I heard his voice in the trailers, I was pretty upset because I did not think the Grinch would sound like that. He didn't really sound like a Grinch to me. He needed to be more groggy and I don't know how to explain it. But after I started watching the movie and whatever, my final thoughts on that is that he did really, really well as the Grinch. And the voice, once you are watching the movie, it kind of like goes into the character, I guess you can say. And it actually fits him very, very well. And I'm very happy about that. And also, I would like to say, the Grinch stole the Christmas so good this year. In this movie, this is probably one of the best ways I could see the Grinch steal Christmas. He invented gadgets, and listen, they also played some bomb-ass music as he was stealing Christmas, and it wasn't Your Mean One, Mr. Grinch. They played that more in the beginning. That's what kind of pissed me off too, because I didn't play that song that much. And they didn't even play it in the right part. But they added it, which is good, you know? But he made gadgets, like he made these candy cane guns to like shoot them on presents, and he had like these little like ninja star looking things. I don't remember what they were, and he would throw them and it would tie up the tree so he could float up there. And he had these boots where they would like extend, so he had long legs to go across roofs and things like that. It was pretty darn lit, dude. It was nice. And then his costume, I mean, he looked like Santa. I still don't understand how the Who's or Cindy thought that was Santa when he was green. But anyways, so the Grinch was good. I don't really have too many like things about him. Max was Max. Cute, adorable, nice helper. And in this one, the Grinch really, really, really shows his love for Max. Like, I have to say. In the Jim Carrey version, the Grinch was more of like, he loved Max, but he was more of like jokey, angry with him, I guess you could say. And he was more like criticism, like shaming him. I don't want to say shame, but like, you get what I mean. But in this one, he actually shows his love to Max, and he always cares about him. Like, if Max is hurt, he's like, Max, you okay? Like, at one point, Max, like, falls and, like, hurts himself. And then, like, you know, he trusts Max, and he just shows a lot of his love to Max. And then he gets his reindeer called Fred. That's not a whole big part, but you have to see it. I don't want to try to spoil too many things, but, yeah. So that's that. I think that's it. Oh, also a difference. The mayor. It showed a little part of the mayor. Now, the only time we saw the mayor was in the Jim Carrey version. In the Jim Carrey version, he was pretty much like one of the main characters, I guess you could say, or a minor character. He was a guy. In this one, very, very, very small part, she was a girl. That's not really a problem. I'm just pointing it out. And, yeah, so, I mean, the story was good. It was nice. I liked the differences in it. Oh, also, the Grinch was a social anxiety mess. A whole social anxiety mess. It was so funny. I was like, bro, me too. Alright, so I think that's it for now. That's kind of like my review and like what's going on. But my full-on review is that it's super good. You should go see it. And it's very, very, very nice. And I love the Grinch very much. I dressed up as the Grinch in one. You kind of saw that at the beginning of this video. Anyways, so the next movie I have on my list to go see is Ralph Breaks the Internet. Me and my friend are trying to go see that. This is a Monday night when I'm filming this part, so I have to hurry up, edit this, and post it. Because I saw the movie on a Sunday. Yeah, and I didn't have any videos planned for Saturday or any part of the weekend. Anyways, so yeah, Christmas videos should be starting soon because December is on its way. I hope this was a good review. I don't know. I'll see y'all next time. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. And yeah, go see the movie. It's amazing. So, yeah. See you guys next time.